Hey everyone, Fatty from Pack a Punch Traders here. Gonna go over the chaotic day we had again. I had a good trading day. It was actually cut pretty quickly. I didn't have much money to trade with today. I am on a cash account, and I did not manage my money well yesterday. Traded a lot with some decent size. So today only had about 2,000 bucks to work with, and made the most of it. So we'll go over that. Actually, first thing here, EBET. Saw this as his uh, um, sympathy to the other gambling and sports betting plays. There was, I think, MSGM or MGAM. One or both of those is a gambling play. And there was SBet, and I think there was another one as well. So there was some action behind this sector considering MSGM. Let me double check here too. Cause yeah, Motorsports Inc. Entertainment. What's this? Esports segment. Yada yada. Okay. Seems like the right sector. And you've probably heard of this one recently. Absolutely taking off. Going from the twos to 80 within a couple of days. Massive push. Ended up having a disgusting offering here, pushing it down about 50%, a little bit more in a matter of 10 or less minutes pre market. And this is why I stay away from stuff that is up a lot. This is the end game. Okay, the offering, the dilution, that is the end game. So whenever a play is up massive, I usually ignore. So that's why I'm not worried at all with missing this whole entire move. There are plenty of other plays. Uh, I was green yesterday, even during all the movement. So could have been better, sure, but I'd rather play it safe more every single time. So yeah, nice push and offering with this one. Then we got MGAM, Global Esports. They all followed through. They had decent first green days, closed near the highs, and got the massive gap up. So I feel as though if I were to have more money in my account yesterday, I maybe would have gone for a swing on a sympathy play, but wanted to save my money for today, and here we are. Ended up trading EBET from 178 to 230. Just looking for that failure to break down. We got the massive push, good sector at the moment. Besides the what do you call it? The offering that totally killed MSGM, and then we had the strong push, shorts trapped, decently off the highs, opening up around 140. Then we got that strong move higher. So in my eyes, this thing has some strength, as well as it was holding around the breakout level. 1 second. In the low ones. So I had a couple things setting up for it. So I was looking for failure to break down, continuation to hold the VWAP for a potential move to retest pre-market highs at least. And I thought maybe we could see even a little fade and I could get maybe not maybe a better entry, but that it could take more time to develop. So I had the small size, decided to just go for it, 500 shares, and ended up paying off nicely. Got out at 230 as it was just breaking past pre-market highs right before it gets halted. So that was a little annoying, but it is what it is. Still able to recognize the momentum, the failure to break down the bullish indicators and capture this quick short squeeze because after that it's over. That that fuel to the play is done. It's ran up. The leading play, MSGM, had the offering, killed the momentum. So a lot of these gambling plays were just yesterday and overnight, and then today was just choppy crap day for him because of that offering. So always keep in mind, play it safe. The end game is to dilute the play and raise money. So we saw it here with MSGM, able to capture EBET, but there was still other action today. Here we got G Sun. This one's a breakout over 3. Could have been a nice high at daybreak when it confirmed that. Overall trend was good. No, I just ignore the market. After this morning, I decided to just not watch anything. That's how I usually approach the day generally. Just take your quick gains. I do like to trade mainly part time and do other things. I don't want to be stuck behind a computer the whole entire day, even though a lot of what the other things I do require me to be behind the computer. But I don't want to just be staring at the price action the whole entire day of tickers and just going back and forth. I have blown not blown up an account, but lost a decent amount just trying to force things and watching things the whole day. And what's honestly pretty funny, during my journeys, I do so good in times where you got to be more meticulous. When there's so much chaos like this, I don't know why I get overwhelmed and my brain shuts off and I don't perform as well trading wise. So, what are you going to do? Just got to learn and try to stay calm, take it day by day. There'll be other opportunities, so always be okay with missing a play. Um, but yeah, so that was kind of the day, mainly around those esports games, gaming stuff, GMBL, and that was the other one I was thinking of. So not bad today. It was really just in the morning. Overall, besides GSU1, unless I'm missing some other plays, the market was generally choppy today. We do have a nice run up here in the overall market, but day trading wise today, plays were very choppy. The offering I think really killed momentum, and not just that. Yesterday was really chaotic. A lot of shorts got blown up. So maybe after all that chaos, we might see a little bit of a cool down period. As you know, 2020, you can argue that it was hot pretty much the whole time. Which yes, there's always chaos, but a lot of that was fueled by government checks. So we're not getting that here. When we're getting insane movement like this, you can think that, or you can presume that, there's going to be a cool off period. Let people just recover from losses or whatever this market has done, but to them mentally. But there's so much volume and accounts being blown up on the short side that I think, personally, I could be wrong, that they're not, shorts are going to be a lot more careful, and that might lead to a lot of these plays setting up a little differently or not running as much if they're being a lot more cautious after the past 2 weeks. Just insanity, everything's just shooting, just crazy. So not bad of a day. Let's just get into the watch list for tomorrow. Top plays, we got EBET. Got this on watch. Now, all these plays, they ran up so much. We're going to be waiting for the backside and looking for that multi-day bounce. I am looking at EBET a little prematurely, but mainly because it's decently off the highs. It closed below open price. Sure, it held the previous close very well. But if this thing has a hard time pushing lower at all tomorrow and it starts coming back for a high day break, I might not um, worry about giving it the shot. I might just go for it with small size, see how it shapes up. You got some shorts in this, so we'll see how it works out. All the late comers here, the late shorts, they're winning. All the early shorts are getting burned. So yeah, that is one thing. Going back to what I was thinking, I'm just kind of thinking of the overall market. There's been a lot of opportunity for both sides. Um, a lot of the plays just take off, but then they end up just giving back all their gains by the end of the day, if not the day after. So the past couple days have been a little different where things are just shooting up. So we'll see how that has an effect. But I was kind of wrong where the whole month wasn't really just everything taken off. It's kind of been equal opportunity for longs and shorts. So that was pretty cool. But overall momentum is upwards, and I'm liking it. But EBET and let's see what other multi-day bounce we got. Bzfd, this one continued lower today. This one I thought could be something. We had a nice little gap up. Didn't just take off, so I thought shorts were still in it, able to possibly give us another squeeze for the bounce. But end up getting crapped on. As we can see here on the daily chart, got a little gap up, but overall the momentum is just lower and lower. But what I do like is we got a little bit less selling today compared to the past couple days, as well as it barely broke down past yesterday's low. So we're getting close to a whole dollar, half dollar area. That's a key level psychologically. We're having, it looks to be, a hard time pushing lower and lower. So I am going to still watch this as a multi-day bounce, even though this had a nice little gap up that, what, it was about 20% or so. There was a good angle there. But I think overall the momentum is still heading downwards. So if we get the failure of the push lower, we can get the squeeze we're looking for the bounce. Average 30% move from the previous close. We also got Hscs, which isn't super far off the highs, but gotta respect the overall momentum though. We got a solid double top, and it's a red day with light selling and still holding yesterday's lows, showing some strength. So I am seeing shorts and just sellers having a hard time pushing this lower and lower. So we'll see how this works out. I had a hard time pushing, but at the same time, not really breaking down. So if it could keep holding up around 180, where we got solid support, really, yeah, the past 3 days, that's a key area. So if it has a fake out breakdown around this area, or it keeps holding the high ones, that can lead to a possible move higher once it breaks over that high that it sets in the morning. Um, yeah, and I'm not going to repeat myself. There's GROM, OTRK. What was the other one? Shoot, I forgot. But multi-day bounces. We've had some couple decent examples recently. So those are the bounce plays. It looks like. Oh, GMVD as well. This one did not quite get to 150%, but as I mentioned before, this if it gets close, I'll still put it on watch. If it's around 100%, 110, 120, I'll probably ignore it. But once it gets above 130, closer to 150, ideally it does go past that. Um, I'll keep it on watch. They don't always work out, but they're worth giving a shot. So GMVD, same thing. As you can see, huge run up. Now we got the backside, looking for shorts to lock in profits and dip buyers to come back. And we got Aemd. This is from the other day, I believe. It was moving. Yeah. Right. So higher low overall on the daily chart here. Not much volume behind this push. Strong move today, but insignificant volume. So that makes me a little concerned, but we'll still keep on watch the 80. What is the breakout? Call it 87. I have it here. Yeah, 87. Um, but this definitely needs a pickup in volume. As we've said before, of course, things can move abnormally. You can see a low volume breakout. I'm pretty sure. What do you call it? A lace. This is one from last month or so. Yeah. So you got that breakout, all low volume, but it was able to go from the low fours, and here we are in the low to mid fives. So it is able to move, but I'm not looking for this kind of move. You see how slow it is? This still risks getting shit on and then just tanking. There's no true support behind it. Um, and that's how I'm seeing at the moment AEMD. But it is getting close to the breakout level. That could possibly bring in some volume. Sometimes the breakout in and of itself is the catalyst for a play that brings in eyes. So we'll see if it can confirm the 80 cent, 90 cent area and have a pickup in demand. and uptrending, holding VWAP, all those bullish indicators to get a nice move to test one. Lastly, here, Bhat. Low float, low market cap, and this is which one? Augmented reality. Okay, so this is kind of getting lumped into the AI plays. Um, we got AVYA, that one today started moving. So strong push out of this. They're looking for that breakout. All the AI plays and I guess AR as well. Um, I'll just lump those together. Looking for breakouts, volume to pick up, but breakouts. And we'll take a look at some of these actually. AMST, another example. Still overall holding up, needs volume to come back and start breaking out to new highs. And I think that could really bring in some action to the sector here. So AI and AR plays, keep on watch for volume to come back for the breakouts. But yeah, so Bhat, we're going to be needing to see some more volume, ideally, to really keep bringing in a push higher. We got a little increase today, but we zoom out, this does seem pretty insignificant. So just looking for the hold in the 60s, showing failure to break down. It is a low float play and what could be a good sector. So we'll wait to see how this shapes up. Lately, my top plays haven't really been that great. There's been so many plays gapping up that there's a new opportunity almost every day. But I will keep on watch the most day bounces. Those are great plays to give attention to. The previous high day breaks, as I've said yesterday, sometimes they're iffy. You gotta really wait and see if it comes back to that key area and confirms it, and shorts get squeezed. So that's the case here with Bhat. If it can get above the 60 cent area, confirm the low mid 60s, and in that case, we can possibly see next resistance area in the mid 70s here. So volume will be key. So I'll leave you guys with that. I hope everyone had a great day. Stay safe in this chaotic market we're in right now. Uh, Plenty of lessons to be had, of course, but also play it safe. Don't risk it too much, as at least that's my personal advice. I have tried to risk it before, whether it was Bitcoin, momentum, and whatnot, just whatever sector hype. I have gotten lost in it and just too greedy. I guess that's what ends up happening. I see dollar signs when all of this movement is happening, and I don't think as much, and I force a play, and I would end up taking losses. So that's why I'm kind of staying away from some of these crazy plays. I have not had any crazy gains the past month. Still got to do a video lesson going over January, so I go over my data. Haven't done that yet. Been a little busy lately, but I'm rambling now. So let's just let you guys go. Have a great one, and we'll catch you